Imagine if every choice you made was a seed you planted, which would one day grow and bear fruit. Well, what if I told you that this isn't just a metaphor, but a universal law that truly shapes your destiny? I'm talking about the law of cause and effect, a principle that, when combined with the power of karma, can reveal the secrets behind the greatest blessings and lessons in your life. Across the globe, a universal law operates quietly, shaping our lives in ways we often don't realize. It's known as the law of cause and effect, and its spiritual extension, karma. This universal law can be summarized in the phrase, "Every action has a reaction." Imagine that each thought, each word, and each action are seeds planted that will one day sprout. If you plant tomatoes, you won't harvest oranges. Similarly, acts of kindness and compassion tend to generate positivity, while acts of negativity can bring adversity. The law of cause and effect is a constant in all aspects of life, governing everything from the cycles of nature to human interactions. In the spiritual context, karma is often seen as the law of spiritual action and reaction. Unlike fate, which many believe to be a predetermined path, karma is malleable. Our choices and actions build our future bit by bit. Karma is universal justice in action, ensuring that each of us reaps the fruits of our actions, whether sweet or bitter. The law of cause and effect is a universal principle found in various cultures, philosophies, and religions around the world. This law proposes that each action we perform generates a direct consequence, a reaction that may be immediate or occur in the future. In Hinduism and Buddhism, karma goes beyond simple action. It also encompasses the intentions behind those actions. Thus, it's not just physical acts that count, but also the mental state and motivations accompanying them. According to these traditions, the consequences of our actions, good or bad, may not manifest immediately. Instead, they can accumulate and affect our future lives, contributing to who we are and will be, not just in this life, but also in subsequent ones. This view contrasts significantly with the more common interpretation in the West, where the law of cause and effect is seen in a more immediate and linear fashion. In the Western view, the consequences of actions are often expected to follow directly from the acts, without the same emphasis on the accumulation of effects over time or across multiple existences. However, it's important to understand that, despite these cultural differences, the basic principle of responsibility for our actions remains a common point. This law teaches us about the importance of being conscious and deliberate in our choices, as each decision we make shapes our future. In spiritual practice, this understanding aids in developing a heightened awareness of how our actions affect not only ourselves, but also those around us and the world at large. The law of cause and effect and karma are deeply connected to our spiritual essence. They teach us about reincarnation, the process through which our soul returns to Earth to learn and evolve. Our actions in each life shape the opportunities and challenges of future lives. Recognizing this connection empowers us to consciously choose. Each decision, each reaction can be a step toward growth or a self-imposed obstacle. Understanding this is to recognize the freedom and power we have in our hands to shape our own spiritual path. To better understand how the law of cause and effect manifests in everyday life, consider the practical example of a farmer. Imagine a farmer who dedicates himself to planting high-quality seeds with great care and attention. By taking care of his plants, providing adequate water, protection from pests, and essential nutrients, he harvests abundant and healthy fruits. This agricultural process not only shows the direct relationship between the farmer's effort and the quality of the harvest, but also symbolizes how our actions determine the outcomes we achieve. This same logic applies to our spiritual and moral life. When we act with pure intentions and perform good deeds, we tend to experience positive outcomes that not only benefit us, but also positively impact the community around us. This relationship is illustrated in various cultural and religious traditions through stories and teachings. A notable example is the parable of the sower in Christianity, which highlights the importance of the type of soil, that is, the heart and mind, where the seeds, words, and teachings are planted. Just as fertile soil produces an abundant harvest, a receptive heart and an open mind are crucial for spiritual and moral growth. In many contemporary accounts, People from different parts of the world share how understanding karma has influenced their daily decisions, leading them to adopt more ethical and compassionate behaviors. These testimonies reinforce the idea that by cultivating good actions, much like a farmer tending his plants, we reap benefits that transcend the individual and reach the collective, promoting a more just and harmonious society. Awareness of this universal law encourages us to reflect on every act, every word, and every thought, emphasizing that each of us has the power to shape a better future through our conscious choices and deliberate actions. Understanding karma and the law of cause and effect transcends the barriers of faith and philosophy, deeply embedding itself in our daily practices. This understanding guides us to choose actions that are beneficial, not just for ourselves, but also for others, thus cultivating what is known as good karma. By recognizing that each of our actions generates specific results, we become more aware of the choices we make every day. This includes how we interact with others, our professional decisions, and even our consumer choices. This awareness helps us live more intentionally and harmoniously, aligned with our deepest values. We are the architects of our own fate, taking an active role in creating our lives. This means recognizing that our current conditions are the result of past actions, and that our future will depend on the decisions we make now. Understanding karma helps us realize that everyone is facing their own battles and learning from their mistakes. This empowers us to be more empathetic and understanding, replacing judgment with compassion. By offering empathy, we not only facilitate our own spiritual growth but also that of others, creating an environment of mutual support. Life is a series of challenges and triumphs, and each serves as an opportunity for spiritual and personal growth. By facing adversity, we develop resilience and strength. By experiencing joys, we learn about gratitude and the importance of sharing. This continuous process of learning and adaptation helps us evolve as spiritual beings. A deep understanding of the law of cause and effect and karma offers transformative benefits, which can be manifested through simple, everyday gestures, such as being fully present in all your activities, whether listening to a friend, preparing a meal, or working. Engage in acts of kindness and gentleness, no matter how small. Each positive action contributes to a cycle of goodwill and affects not only the recipient, but also strengthens one's own character. Take full responsibility for your actions, including the consequences they bring. This involves acknowledging past mistakes and making conscious efforts to improve in the future. View mistakes as learning opportunities and allow yourself to forgive both yourself and others. Forgiveness is a powerful tool for liberation that clears the path for personal growth. Reflect on your core values and align your daily actions with these principles. Living with purpose not only gives direction and meaning to life, but also ensures that your actions are consistently contributing to a better world. On the other hand, applying this understanding can also extend to more significant and complex decisions, like career choices. The daily practice of accumulating good karma is not just a contribution to our own peace and happiness, but also an investment in the well-being of society and future generations. By exploring the law of cause and effect and karma, we open doors to a deeper understanding of how our actions and choices shape our lives and the world around us. I invite each of you to continue reflecting on the repercussions of your daily actions. Constantly ask yourself, are my actions in harmony with the future I wish to create? Remember that every small choice carries weight and can significantly influence your path and the environment around you. If you found this content helpful, consider subscribing to the channel for more insights on how each day can be an opportunity for personal transformation.